Well, hello there, folks. It's Jacob coming to you again from the Dallas Open Micer YouTube channel with another catching up with my clearance finds video. If you watched the last video, I was going through the country records. That's what I'm doing again. But this time around, I've got cooler country artists than what I showed in the last video. I got a little old-timey in that last video, but take a look at this one. There's nothing old-timey about that one, is there? You might say, Jacob, that doesn't look like a country record, but look at that. CMH label. That's the same label that recorded people like Merle Travis and Grandpa Jones. Who's this Jim Silvers? He doesn't look very country. Well, he's one of those guys like myself that kind of had the adult onset country. He came down to Nashville from Chicago and was doing some photography work, and then hung out in California with people like David Grisman, and somehow got himself this recording deal with CMH. And he gets a little bit raunchy here with some of his lyrics, but he does know how to have a lot of fun. You can check him out on YouTube, or maybe he's even on Spotify if you're a streamer. I think you might enjoy this, but watch out. He's not for the faint of heart. Now, here's something you could take your grandmother to without having to be nervous. Asleep at the Wheel. You see this one all the time. And then here's another thing you see all the time, that Asleep at the Wheel paired with Bob Wills for the great passing of the torch. So you get Asleep at the Wheel, and then you get Bob Wills in fake stereo. Here's a Bob Wills I never had. It's a double. These are, I think, radio broadcasts, if I remember the liner notes correctly. I haven't played that one more than once, but I can play it twice now. You can see these are slightly different editions. This has the, I'm losing a record down there. This is that kind of rough textured cover that picks up dirt and grime. That's kind of nasty, isn't it, folks? And then this has the slicker, easier to clean cover, which I do appreciate if someone's kept it clean, because this is going to require some scrubbing. Got some more Bob Wills. This one was sealed when I got it. It had been clipped. It's a double, but everything's stuffed into one pocket. You might think, Jacob, Greatest Hits Volume 2, those usually aren't as fun. What hits could be left over? Well, San Antonio Rose. Remember, there's San Antonio Rose and New San Antonio Rose. Got Ader from Decatur, Deep in the Heart of Texas, Milk Cow Blues, South of the Border, Down Mexico Way, 4 or 5 times. My goodness, Time Changes Everything, Texas Double Eagle. Oh, good fun stuff. Panhandle Rag, Song of the Wanderer, Beaumont Rag. A lot of fun you can have with a Greatest Hits Volume 2 if you are going as deep in the playbook as Bob Wills. He knew what he was doing. That's why Bob Wills was the king. What do we have here? Who's this fella? Johnny Gimbel, the pride of Tyler, Texas. This album was produced by Hag. Hag Productions. Let's see what Hag wrote on here. I've spent many fiddling hours with my good friend Johnny Gimbel, and take it from me, this LP is certain to become a collector's item. Well, it did not become a collector's item. It was in the clearance. But this Hag fella, Merle Haggard, did play with Johnny Gimbel on his tribute to Bob Wills album, and then that For the Last Time record. Now, Merle Haggard does play fiddle on here. He's the guest fiddler on Faded Love, and the closing track on this album, the gospel number, What a Friend We Have in Jesus. Johnny Gimbel fiddling around, 1974. A lot of fun. Here we got Merle Haggard's tribute to Elvis. And look what he does here. Blue Christmas. That's totally unnecessary. I do hate it when they do that. Because what do you got to do when you don't want to hear that all year round? Or maybe you're somebody that doesn't even want to hear Christmas songs. Good grief. But we do have Buddy Emmons playing steel guitar on here. This is the record that first made me a Merle Haggard fan. I will say over and over again on this channel that I was pushed away from this fella by that song Okie from Muskogee, which does appear on here. It's getting towards the end of side 2, but side 1 of this is Okie from Muskogee Free, and Merle's playing a lot of old-timey stuff here. He's going for Dixieland blues. He sings a song on here, Big Bad Bill is Sweet William Now. So maybe you've heard that one before by another artist. It did get covered, didn't it? We got Buck Owens. This one had some things going wrong down in the corner, so I cut that one. It was whatever the disgusting discoloring issue was down there hadn't spread, and the record was in clean shape. And I found a better copy. Oh my goodness, look at how much fun this is. Commander Cody, 1972, playing trucker songs. You can't have a bad time with that, can you? That's cool stuff. There's the cool guy Dave Dudley right there. Dave Dudley is probably the most masculine country music artist of all time. If your testosterone's getting low, you just got to play some Dave Dudley, and you'll be feeling young again, right? Now this is interesting. So I don't know who this is going to be appealing to. You get a free autographed picture of Dave Dudley with this album, and yeah, it's still in here. It's on that really thin paper that crinkles the first time you touch it, but there it is, a nice portrait of Dave Dudley. It's not a real autograph. It's a reproduced autograph, but maybe when you're at the truck yard, you could put that up in your locker, or maybe you could put this one up inside your cab with all the pinups. You could have your photo of Dave Dudley to keep you company. And I think they just wasted their money on this. Obviously, no one felt the need to put that one up on their wall. And I can't imagine that, there were the 13-year-old girls that would want to buy this album and have a pockmarked faced middle-aged man, pinned to their bedroom wall. More Dave Dudley. Texas legend Freddie Fender. Yeah, he does sing How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? Here's some early Freddie that has some doctored up background music for it, but this is still a lot of fun. And I think this is the last one for you here in this video. Look at that cover. This is a collection of early Freddie Fender stuff too on Pickwick, and this is a later 70s Pickwick, which doesn't sound as good as the earlier 60s Pickwick, but this is still worth having. Look at that. He's reaching for the shiny microphone. Look at that poor print job there. The spine label is on the front. You see the text gets cut off. So this is why when I do clearance digs and the shelving has the spines out, you can't just trust to read off the spines. So what I'll do is I'll take a stack of records down from the shelf and flip through them and then put them back on, so something like this won't get missed, because this just, it's a mystery, isn't it? Well, that's another short one for me. I don't know if this might be the last video I'll make tonight. Starting to get a little bit sleepy, and oh, you got to go to bed at some time, don't you? This was a pleasure. Maybe I'll take a break from country in the next video. I think it might be fun to show and tell some exotica and bachelor pad music. I haven't done that in a while. Hey, Richard Riley might enjoy that one. There might even be some ladies on the cover, which would be fun too. Well, thanks for watching. If you want to watch more of my videos with country records, try those. Have a good one.